You're watching 48 Fastcast.
All eyes are on the sky this afternoon. Thanks for joining us for this 48 Fastcast. I'm Liz Hurley. Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis joins me now. Brad, we've been hearing it the last hour or so. We do have a first alert weather day inactive right now. What are you expecting?
We're expecting eventually to become rain cooled out there. It's really hot and muggy. The hottest day, at least heat index wise, so far this year. We had the heat index above 100 around noon today. And we've got these thunderstorms that just continue to develop from Huntsville down the Green Mountain and off to the southeast towards Hampton Cove and another area east of Newmarket. We've had a severe thunderstorm warning out for Athens, but Florence, you guys have been rocked by thunderstorms as well. But the most intense lightning and the potential for maybe some dime to nickel size hail is with the storm, and the worst of this is north of Athens, moving towards Elkmont and probably Ardmore. I'd say you're probably going to get the brunt of this as well. Probably seeing some downburst winds, 40 to 50 miles per hour within this storm as well, especially north of Athens. I'll give you complete details on what we expect for the rest of the night coming up in just a few minutes. Looks like the hail threat's starting to drop with that storm.
Some good news. Thank you, Brad. A middle school teacher is in the Marshall County Jail this afternoon, charged with horrific sex crimes. William Brock was arrested last night, charged with rape and sodomy, accused of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl. He reportedly confessed to authorities. We're told this started with a call to the Boaz Police Department Wednesday. Brock is listed as a teacher at Sardis Middle School. WAFF 48's Faith Delp is in Marshall County digging into this story. She'll have much more coming up today at 4, 5, and 6. An early morning argument in the River City sends one man to the hospital with serious injuries. 48's Callie Neese has been following this story today.
I am standing outside of Huntsville Hospital, where a man who was shot in the parking lot, a polyplex indicator, is now recovering from his injuries. Officials say he drove himself to a fire station where he then received treatment before he was transported here. All more details on that coming up at 4.
Thank you, Callie. A violent attack turns deadly at the Limestone Correctional Facility, and one inmate is dead. Happened early this morning. Prison officials tell us Montavious Banks was killed in that assault. He was serving time for a burglary conviction from Jefferson County. We're also told Justin Lewis of Colbert County is the suspected killer. Right now, he's serving time for assault. New charges, though, are expected against Lewis shortly.
Today is a 48 First Alert Weather Day, sponsored by Mr. Reuter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
Our current storms should begin to wind down around 7 or 8 o'clock, but some late night storms can't be ruled out, but the overnight hours looks quiet. But we've got another First Alert Weather Day tomorrow. I think we're looking at a more organized storm line of storms that'll move through and pack a little bit more of a punch. Not to say that the storms aren't packing a punch right now, because they are. We've got a lot of lightning, very heavy rain, small hail, and occasionally we may get an isolated downburst from these thunderstorms up to 50 miles per hour. We may have seen that here east of Owens Crossroads with that storm. Also east of Newmarket and north of Athens as you get near Elkmont. Here's a look at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. A very quiet start to the day, kind of like today. Very warm and very muggy. Temperatures warm into the mid and upper 80s tomorrow. And here comes the line around 11 o'clock. This line's going to pretty much start cruising through here. It's going to move very quickly. That increases the potential for damaging straight line winds as it moves through. Very heavy rain. And there's also going to be a low end spin up type tornado threat with that. We will watch as we go past 4 o'clock tomorrow, things should quiet down one more time, but could see some late night thunderstorms. They should be scattered in nature. Quick look at your 10-day forecast. Again, an alert day tomorrow, then 83. More stormy weather Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, just not as much of a punch with that, and highs remain in the 80s. The latest look at your forecast coming up today at 4.
Definitely look forward to that. Thank you, Brad. The organizers of HydroFest keeping a very close eye on the weather this afternoon. Dozens of the world's fastest boats right now on Lake Guntersville, hoping to get in some racing action this weekend. There are qualifying heats and practices today and tomorrow, then the big Grand Prix set for Sunday. HydroFest organizers and local businesses have been planning for this all year long, and now there are concerns about how the forecast may impact the show and the attendance. We'll have crews on the lake all weekend letting you know how this all plays out. And right now, city leaders in Owens Crossroads are hearing from the community concerning the pathway home for troubled teen girls. Our reporter Nick Ballinger has been in that meeting this afternoon since it began and says it looks like this one may go on for several hours. As we have been reporting, some Owens Crossroads community members say pathway is a problem and they want it shut down. There have been dozens of police calls to that facility over the last year and several escapes. Former employees say the facility is not a safe place for the teens or the employees who work there. The city council has had multiple meetings to discuss pulling the license for that business, but has not been able to really make that happen as of yet. We'll keep a close eye on that meeting. Also this afternoon, after a week where everyone was on their very best behavior, the kitchen cops are back with a vengeance. And the lowest score this week is at one place that should have higher standards than a restaurant. It's a hospital. That's right, we're talking about the main kitchen at Huntsville Hospital on Sibley Road. It has a 76 this week. The water at the dishwashing sink was not hot enough. There was black residue in an ice chute. Fruits and salads were held at the wrong temperature, and there was critical food safety procedure paperwork that was missing. We'll have much more on that and the scores coming up today at 4:25. And we're also on the Shoals today, where Colbert County deputies have been dealing with a spike in high-speed chases. Aria Pond sat down with the sheriff to talk about it, plus the latest on the drama right now between President Trump and Elon Musk and how that might affect space operations. Again, thanks for streaming the Fast Cast with us. I'll see you back here at 4, 5, and 6. I'm Liz Hurley. Have a great afternoon.